Nothing is going my way. I don't feel good physically. I don't feel like I'm performing to the best of my abilities. I feel like shit. What is good, beautiful individuals? It's your boy Captain Dub with the Dub Collective, back at it again with another video. So today, for this video, I didn't really go into it with a plan. The only thing I knew and felt called to do was just come and speak about how I was feeling. Because one of the things I see as my purpose is to be able to help people, to be able to provide others value so that they can become a better version of themselves. And I feel like through doing that, I'll become the greatest version of myself. But this week it wasn't easy, it was hard. It was definitely a week I had to anchor down in my gratifications towards just all the blessings I have in my life, because I did not feel up to it. I did not feel good. I felt like shit. I went into the week with an intention, and that was just cut right at the door. It did not happen. It was not what was going on in that week. You know, literally that Monday, I had to sit down and I thought, I feel like shit. Like, I feel like shit. Nothing is going my way. I don't feel good physically. I don't feel like I'm performing to the best of my abilities, which is a big thing for me. If I feel like I'm not doing that, that's a trigger to get me feeling worse than I was before. And you know, I had to come to that realization. A lot of people do tend to live in delusion, thinking that just because they have a certain status or they have a certain amount of money, they can't feel bad, they can't feel down. But everybody can feel it. These are emotions, and you should really be in tune with these emotions. And something on my personal growth journey is that I'm trying to connect with my emotions. I'm trying to fully embed myself in my emotions, not just when they arise, but whenever I feel like I can just let it slide, or whenever I feel myself suppressing that said emotion. And so the emotion for this week was not a good one. You know, I just felt defeated. I felt very, this guy's sick in the shit. Sorry for the interruption. Make sure to go follow and subscribe to see more content that will help you become the best version of yourself. All right, deuces. I felt very emotional. You know, I felt sad, I felt angry. You know, it was a very woe is me week. And I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. You know, there are a lot of people out there that feel this dread, that feel this inadequacy in themselves, and they don't know what to do. And as I was feeling this emotion and realizing there are tons of other people that feel this way and they get stuck in it, and I'm a blessed and lucky individual to be able to overcome these hurdles. I've given myself the tools to overcome these hurdles. I've given myself the knowledge, and I take the action needed towards overcoming these hurdles. And I just hope that I can provide that to people like you. So throughout the week, I was just stuck in this feeling. But the one thing that never left my mind was that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's one thing that I know and I understand, is the universal law of rhythm, or the Hermetic principle, the law of rhythm. And it basically states that life has its ebbs and flows. You know, I always used to say growing up that life is like a roller coaster. It's always ups and downs. And when you can understand that there's always going to be a bounce back, when you understand that when you feel like you're at the lowest, just know that life will change, do a 180, and bring you back up to these peak moments, These moments where you feel blissful and you feel love and you feel gratitude and you feel like you truly are embodying the greatest version of yourself. So throughout the week, I kept that in my mind. It never left for a moment. No matter the times where I felt the worst in that week, I always knew that this feeling was temporary. But just because it's temporary doesn't mean that these feelings are not real. These feelings are not happening right now. I'm a person and an advocate for being in this now and this present moment. So just casting that aside because I don't feel good in the present moment is kind of hypocritical to me. And I feel like it doesn't help you overcome these hurdles. It actually holds you back. So one, having the understanding of the law of rhythm really, shows me that light at the end of the tunnel, shows me that there will be a brighter side to these dark feelings. The second thing that I did and feel really helped me in these, dark moments were truly feeling this emotion, truly being one with my emotion, not suppressing it and pushing it down because there are things to do and I don't want to show my emotions and I don't want to feel bad. I truly expressed them. No, it wasn't to someone and it wasn't in the actions I was doing. It was just taking a moment to just lay there and feel that weight, feel that heavy, dense emotion that just felt like it was overpowering me. I took that moment and I released myself to it. I became vulnerable to it and I accepted it and I felt it. And I ain't gonna lie, it did make your boy cry, but crying is just another way to express an emotion. It's a release from all this pent up energy that just needs to float away, go out into the universe. So really being one with my emotions and truly feeling it, after that time I set aside for feeling these emotions, that weight did become a lot lighter. It made me feel like, okay, now I can tackle on the rest of my day without being irritated by any hiccup that may happen throughout the day. A third thing that I did while I was in this week of darkness, I guess that's what I'll call this week of darkness. But the third thing I did was trying to figure out why I was feeling this way. What was the trigger? What were the underlying reasons to why I felt so emotional, why I felt so down? And what came up was something that often comes up whenever I feel these emotions. And it was me just not living to my highest potential, me not being the greatest version of myself and doing the things that I know I need to do to become great. There's something that will always get at you whenever you know you're destined for more, yet you're not doing the things that align with that destiny. And you'll never be able to hide it. It will always, reveal itself to you. And you'll never truly be content or be bliss if you're not doing said thing. And I don't know if that's me just being hard on myself, but that's just my understanding of it. And I happen to find myself in those moments not being and not doing the things that I was meant to be doing. Such as recording videos. I knew that I had to record a video like this. And I was lucky enough to gain inspiration from these times to create a video like this, because I know it's the small things like this that can help so many more people get out of these dark and stressful situations. So finding that reason why I was feeling this way definitely helped me a bit. So, hold up guys, sorry for the interruption. Make sure to click subscribe for more videos just like this and videos that will become better each time. So yeah, click that subscribe. And now for the climax, what got me out of this week of darkness? What made me blossom out of this, dirty, dark, suffocating situation? And all it took was a meditation. And my normal meditations are present moment meditations. It's made for me to be in this here and now, appreciate it, and just stay in it. You know, stop the constant chatter in my mind, stop the constant movement in my imagination, and just be, experience, feel, be in the now. Those are what my meditations typically consist of. But this meditation was actually a kind of visualization meditation. What I did was I put myself in the present moment of my greatest self, or I should say a moment in the future to where I'm actually accomplishing the things that I know I should be accomplishing, and I'm in a place where my goals have been achieved or are in the process of coming to fruition. And so in this meditation, it consisted of me, you know, finding a quiet place, finding a comfortable position, closing my eyes and calming my mind. And then I started to think of, what did the greatest version of myself look like? You know, I imagined myself with my beard full, beautiful, thriving, and I imagined my hair long. You know, one of my goals, if you don't know already, is, you know, entering the dreadlock journey. So I had my locks long. It was actually tied up, you know, looking fire, you know, and I was embodying this. I felt the weight on my head of this locks of hair. You know, I felt the length of my beard. It's weird, you know, I felt the health in my body. I felt the love, gratitude, and contentment I had in my life. I felt like a winner. I felt like I just overcame all the obstacles that were in front of me, all the obstacles that I'm going through right now. I embodied that feeling of overcoming it and being in a state of peace and bliss and power and just high vibrational energy. And, you know, as I was embodying this, I went even deeper. I went from being here in my living room, you know, cross-legged in a lotus pose on my couch, to, you know, sitting in a chair. I forget the name of the chair. I'll put a picture of the chair right here. I love this chair and I always forget the name. But sitting in this chair in my home with my girlfriend, you know, laying on the bed behind me. I envisioned having young toddlers still asleep in the next room over, subconsciously readying myself for them to bust in through the door, and, you know, all this quiet and peace being gone, but the love of my children being around me. I thought about the projects that I was currently in, you know, the wellness spa that I aspire to create. I was truly embodying me being in the process of creating it, breaking ground and having everything, all of my manifestations coming to fruition. There was also a point in, you know, me just figuring out the architecture of how I want it, figuring out where it would be on the piece of land that I have. There was a moment of me thinking about logistics. Me, right now, me embodying the greatest version of myself. This thought subconsciously pops into my head, you know, all gas, no brakes, that I don't need to worry about that. Money ain't no problem. We got it. There are no restraints to what I can do. I can do whatever because I am financially free, you know, and that thought coming into my head on its own was the point that I realized I wasn't here in my living room. I was truly in a different time space, in a different moment in my life, and it just brought me so much joy. I was able to connect with it and truly be the me that I'm meant to be. I was truly just being me. I was realizing that I'm the same person, just at a different point of time, in a different moment of change. And I can explain in another video what I mean by a different moment of change, because I believe that, you know, time is just a man-made construct, and that what it truly is change. But like I say, I'll put that in another video. If you want me to do the video, leave a comment. But at that moment, realizing, you know, I was truly embodying myself, and I wasn't in my living room anymore. I was in my beautiful home. I was manifesting what I truly desired. It was at that point that I realized and I truly felt I would be okay, that I am okay, and that this is just a down moment before I rise up to where I'm meant to be. Kind of gave me something to look out for, you know. Also in this meditation, I was able to, you know, get feedback from that version of myself. I asked myself, what would I tell the version of me in this present moment, you know, at this time that I'm speaking to you guys? What was some advice that I would give myself? And hold on, let me check up and see what I said. I took away a couple points from it. All right, I'm sorry, another interruption. Make sure to go follow us at dub.collective on Instagram. I'm trying to grow that up. I'm gonna be a little bit more active there. If you guys wanna connect with me one-on-one, express yourself, see how you can become a better version of yourself, just, you know, shoot me a message and I'll make sure to reply and see whatever I can do to help you. I won't go too deep into these notes, but what I put down was, one, I told myself to be vulnerable, but be dangerous. It's a great contrast, and you know, I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I may not know what 100% means right now, but I know to look to it, and it will make sense in a point in the future. The next one was becoming great by helping others become great. You know, that is what I told myself I was getting, you know, my finances from, how I was becoming financially free. It was by helping others become great. Another thing it told me to do was be myself, you know, be my true self unapologetically, be the true essence of my being. And then the last one was to have a team and love that team. Right now, I'm in a point where a lot of things are being done just by me, and I am in the process of developing a team that aligns with, you know, the Dub Collective, that aligns with, you know, my values, aligns with my frequency, you know, and being able to share my love vulnerably with these people and help them achieve their goals and their greatest selves. And then in turn, it will be reflected back onto me, which is another Hermetic principle or universal law of correspondence. And so coming to the end of this meditation, you know, vividly, very vividly laying out my environment, laying out, understanding and being in my feelings, emotions, and just energy of this greatest me. I came back to my present moment on this couch, and I could do nothing but smile. And I knew deep inside me that the week of darkness has come to an end. And now I was ready to take on the world, the tasks that I have to do, the hurdles that are being thrown my way. And I'm now on that upturn of the roller coaster, waiting to see and be grateful for whatever comes my way. So that's about it. That's all I really wanted to share. Hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. That's what all these videos are for. That's what the Dub Collective is for. It's here to help you become the greatest version of yourself, become better, taking intentional steps to become better every day. If you want to see more videos, definitely subscribe. I'll definitely be posting more frequently on here. Check out our TikTok and Instagram. Instagram, dub.collective. TikTok, captain.dub. And then there are some more self-growth tips, just self-growth content altogether for you guys. And if you haven't heard this today, this week, or this month, or this year, I believe in you. You are going to become great. You are great already. You just don't know it yet. And I'm on your side. I'm with you. I'm rocking with you. So I hope this video helped you become a better version of yourself. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces.